Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katie. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. I also run an Etsy shop, Purple Glimmer and Budgets, which is where you'll find a lot of the products that I use in today's video. My husband and I are on a journey to pay off a lot of our high-interest debts using the cash stuffing method as a way to control our expenses. So if this is something you'd be interested in following along, just keep watching. In today's video, I'm going to be stuffing for paycheck number 3 of December. You might have noticed that my setup is a little bit different. I did finally get my new standing desk, so I'm super excited. I'm playing around with how I set things up. It may not look completely different because I did have a peel and stick wallpaper covering my old desk, and I picked a finish that matched it pretty closely, so you might not have noticed, but I'm super excited. My setup's a little bit different. I'm playing around with things. I decided to move my wallets over here versus having it on this side, so we'll see how it all works. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started. So I'm gonna go ahead and count this cash, and then I will start stuffing them in my 3 wallets. So I should have $950 in here, so let's get this counted. 100, 200, 253, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 98, 50, 60, 70, 80, 99, 10, 20, 5, 30, 5, 45, 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. 950, so let me go ahead and get this in my cash tray. So how's your day going today? Hope everyone is being able to enjoy the holiday season and not just overrun with all kinds of tasks to do. I know that I've been having a little bit of a struggle trying to balance getting everything done and also just enjoying the moment. So I hope everyone has been able to have some fun during the holidays. So there, it's all organized now. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with my personal spending wallet. So the first category is gas. And I got a little creative. So I have my cash planning worksheet in front of me. So I'm making sure I stuff in the right denominations because I know that I mess that up sometimes. So I decided to do 2 20s, 5, and 5 ones. See, I almost grabbed a 10. So 20, 45, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. I did that because I have a feeling that I'm going to be, when I'm unstuffing, I'm going to need to break some of the denominations. So I wanted to have a better mix of denominations when I go to unstuff, because my unstuffings can be fun. And we typically don't use the actual cash when it comes to spending for gas. We have 2 gas cards, and that's primarily the stations my husband uses to fill up, and we do save quite a bit of money using our credit card versus cash. So we pay the credit card off every single month. So we have enough money built up in our savings account that we can basically have a buffer and do a lot of the spending on the credit card, but then paying off it at the end of the month. So that's kind of how we handle the gas. So the next one is groceries. And I did 200, so I did that as 100, and then 2 50s. So let's see what we have here. Okay, just want to make sure everything's going the same way. 1, 50, 2, 53, 20. I think last week was a little bare as far as getting a bunch of groceries. I know I went really crazy and eating out, and that's probably going to be the common theme here, going out, honestly, if I'm going to be honest. With the holidays, things get crazy, and when I get stressed out, I just don't feel like cooking, and so we swing through drive-thru or we go to restaurants. It brings me a little bit of joy to go out and eat something that I don't have to cook, so it's all worth it. Okay, and then the next one is eating out. I am trying, desperately trying to kind of keep this under control. I think 150 should be something reasonable that my family can adhere to on a weekly basis, but we haven't been being very successful, so I keep hoping. So that's why I keep stuffing 150. So maybe one of these days we'll get here, but I kind of have a built-in buffer with these next two categories, and as long as I'm not like having to steal from major other categories, I call it a win. So my next envelope is my spending. I'm giving myself 50, and I decided to do 2 20s and a 10. So I think there's still money in here. Yes. So after the 50, I have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, $1. So that's pretty good because that's almost 2 weeks worth of spending money that I allot myself. So I'm going to call that a win. And then miscellaneous, I like to put 10 in every week. So that way, if there's like a category that I haven't thought of or something that just doesn't fit anything, I can pull from here. Or this is also my second backup to pull from for eating out. So that's everything in my personal spending wallet. Okay. And let's go ahead and move on to the high priority sinking funds. So the first category is personal care, and that's gonna get 15. So let's see what I have in here. So the 10, the 5, 20, 30, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. 54 in personal care. And then household, doing 3 10s. I don't know why I keep choosing 3 10s, but we'll roll with it. So I currently have 20, 40, 50, 60, $71 in household. So that's building up pretty nicely. And then clothing, I'm doing 100, 20, 40, 60, 81. Let's see what we have in here. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 75, 6, 7, 8. 178, that's not bad for clothing. And then for kids, I am putting in 60. So this is all kinds of a mess. Okay, so the reason why this wallet or this envelope is such a mess is because my oldest son, he wears glasses and he likes to break his glasses. And so we purchased the protection plan on his glasses that basically if they get broken, as long as we bring in all of the pieces, we can get them remade for a reduced cost. So we have that plan on his glasses for a year. So we've already had to use it once. And so me and my husband, we paid for the first remake, and we actually remade his lenses and his frames because for some crazy reason, this kid felt that he needed to chew on his glasses lens as well as the frame. So it had like 2 bite marks in the corner. So I'm like, fine, he can have new lenses. I want him to be able to see. His vision is not completely awful that if he went a few days without glasses, it wouldn't he wouldn't be running into walls. But it's bad enough that they want to try and correct it. So he broke them yet again. And we told him the last time, if you break your glasses again, you're paying for them the next time. So his lenses were in pretty decent shape. So I just made him replace the frames. And so that was $18. And I told him he was going to have to pay me back. So he gave me $18 out of his wallet because I have a wallet like these set aside for them where they earn chore money because they saw these and they all wanted one in their favorite color. So he has one of my red ones. My younger son has a blue one. And then I set aside a pink one for my oldest daughter. And then my youngest daughter, she's way too young to need one eventually. I might put one off, but for now I just haven't. So that's why this doesn't necessarily add up. If you've been following all my videos and kind of keep track of all the details, that's why this has gone up a little bit because I had to add $18 from his wallet to here. And so he had 20. So I snagged $2 and gave it back to him. So currently in the kids envelope, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. So 200. And then 2, 1, 2, and 3. So $203. So I will be unstuffing the $18 towards the end of this week to account for the glasses, but that's why this increased. These come in handy to kind of keep track of notes of what's going on. So that's what I kind of use this for. I use them as I design them, but then if I need to jot a little note down there just to kind of keep track of things, I do that as well. So for pet care, I'm gonna go ahead and put in a 20. So pet care has 20, 40, 50, 60, I can't count, 20, 40, 60, 81, $100 in pet care. My brain is fried. I worked a lot this weekend and things went crazy, so I had to troubleshoot things, and my brain is obviously at capacity right now. So the next one is car maintenance. And last week I want to say, nope, that was car tags last week, so never mind. So car maintenance is getting a 10. I'm probably going to end up increasing what I stuff here soon because we did just get new tires on my husband's Explorer, so I need to beef this up. We got it done at the dealer, so we used his Ford card, which has 0 interest for like 6 months to a year. I have to look in his card to see what it is, so we don't have to actually pay that full amount until then. So as long as I have enough in here at that point, I'm happy. We always try and take advantage of any of the 0 interest that we can, because why pay in cash if you can like hold the cash and not pay interest for a while? So that's kind of our philosophy. So in car maintenance, I have 50, 60, 70, 1, 2. That's probably where you'll find out as you watch me more, I differ with a lot of the other budgeters in the cash budgeting community, is that I am okay with having some debt as long as it's smart debt. So I'm not looking to completely wipe all of our debt off. I just want to kind of tame some of our high interest credit cards. There's been some times in which we've just kind of gone crazy with spending, just kind of in living up life. And so I want to dial it back a little bit and kind of pay off some of our high interest cards that we let it get away from us. So again, that's probably where I'll differ from a lot of others that you might watch. And then in lawn care, I am going to add 25. So we'll put the 20 here and the 5 there. So I have the $100 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 75. So that was crazy. Let me just double check that I did that. So 100, 20, 40, 60, 75. I was confusing myself. I thought that the cash wasn't all going the same way, so I tried to like flip it around, realized I was wrong, and all kinds of stuff. So just stuff lawn care. Now Amazon is also getting 25. Let's see what we have here. So let's see, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 540, yeah, 140 on Amazon. So this is primarily for my subscribe and save stuff that I have going for Amazon. I gotta take a look at that because it's kind of getting a little out of control, and I just need to make sure that I'm not buying things that I don't really need. That's why they want to give you a discount, is because they're constantly getting the sale, and they hope that you forget that you're getting all these auto shipments and stuff. So I know that I went in there the other day and like canceled out like 5 different items because I use a lot of it for some of the business supplies that I use for my Etsy shop. So this is my lower priority sinking fund wallet. So the first one is car tags. Last week I did 5. I normally was doing 7, so I decided this week I would do 10. So 40 or 20, 40, 50 in car tags. Okay, and then moving on to the next category, it's memberships. And it's going to get a 10 as well. So it has 50, 60, 70. So this is for like our Sam's Club membership or any other memberships like we have like that we would have. Right now, the only thing that can come to mind is Sam's Club. Now, I have a bunch of things on my list to kind of go through and make sure that I'm keeping track of, and going through the memberships is definitely one of those. So once the holidays are over, I plan on kind of sitting down and going through all of our expenses, finding out, is there any other memberships we have besides Sam's Club, as well as one of my later envelopes is my subscriptions, making sure that I know what subscriptions we have and how much it is. So next one is birthdays. And it is going to get $60. So let's see how much it has. So 100 in the bank. This aside, 20, 40, 60, 82, 50, 70, 80, 5, 6, 7. So 287. Most of this will be going away because we did just have my daughter's birthday party on Saturday. I'm filming this on Monday. I would love to do this stuffing on Fridays when my husband actually gets paid. Unfortunately, it was kind of crazy, so I didn't get to it. So I am stuffing it a little bit late. So that money has pretty much already been spent, but we used a credit card to pay for it. So I will be unstuffing that later in the week. And shockingly, we'll still have a little bit left in this envelope. I'll tell you guys more about that when I do my unstuffing, because the birthday party was very interesting. We'll just say that. So definitely stay tuned for later in this week to get that story. And then Christmas, this again is for next Christmas, is $30. I'm using my 52 envelope challenge to pay for most of this Christmas, and then anything additional will either come from the yearly challenge that I started mid-year and did half of, and I'm going to unstuff it and restart it in the new year, and then we'll figure out the rest of it. So 50, 70, 90, 100, 10. So 210 for Christmas. That's a pretty good start. I thought I was doing really good with Christmas this year, and then I started calculating everything up, and I realized that I wasn't doing as good keeping it lower budget as I thought. I mean, it's definitely a lot better than in past years, because in past years we could easily spend like $5,000 for everyone that we give Christmas gifts to. So I have to kind of go through all of the receipts and calculate it up, and then I'll kind of go over it and how I'm handling paying all that off. But yeah, it was a little bit of a shock when I was going through things, because as I was buying things, I was kind of keeping an idea on the budget, but obviously kind of went a little bit crazy. So, and so we're working on vacation, and that's gonna get 60. And let's see what we have here. 20, 40, 60, 81, 50, 70, 1, 2, so 272 as well. Because I think that's what was in birthdays. I don't know. Sometimes the numbers run together and I think it was, but I get very distracted. I think I have a little bit of some ADHD, and so I get easily distracted and off on tangents. So gifts is getting 25. And then it has 100 in the bank, 20, 40, 65, 75. So 175 in gifts. So this is for like random birthday parties our kids might be invited to, or anything like that. Because our birthday category is primarily our kids' birthday parties, and then like our small little family's birthdays. So like gifts would probably include like if we want to get like Mother's Day gifts and stuff for our moms, my father-in-law's Father's Day gift, or birthdays for anyone outside of our little family, like my husband and our 4 kids. That would come from there. Or Boss's Day. I know that my husband's work kind of pulls together and buys stuff for their for his boss. So that would come from there as well. And then finally subscriptions, which is getting 10, so it has 70. So there you go. These are all stuffed, and they are pretty, this one doesn't look like it's quite as thick. This one definitely could use some condensing, so I'll definitely have to probably do a condensing whenever I am able to. So that's all of these. So I mentioned this when I was stuffing Christmas. I've been doing this 52 envelope challenge box over on my Instagram. I plan on using this money to pay for what we spend on Christmas. So I should be unstuffing this hopefully in my next video. And then I will count it up and then put that towards Christmas and figure out if that's enough to pay for what we spend on Christmas. Spoiler, it's not going to be. And then I also have been doing one of my annual savings challenges. I am using the green one of these wallets for it. And so every month it has 4 amounts that you save during the month. So you can kind of either choose to do that month weekly or just once during the month. And then at the end of the year, once you've done all 12 months, you would save, I want to say I have like a $1,500, a $5,000, and a $10,000. Maybe it's $2,500. I'm not quite sure. I know that I'm doing the lower amount on that over on Instagram. And so I started it mid-year. I started in July. So I have July through December stuffed, or I will have July through December stuffed. I haven't stuffed December quite yet. Once I get December stuffed, I'm going to unstuff those 6 months, and then I'm going to start the challenge over in January. And so I will be putting whatever's in here towards Christmas and then whatever's in there towards Christmas. And then if there's anything left over, I'll like put it through these wallets if there's anything left over. And if I need to find money in these wallets to cover Christmas, then we'll handle that. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that video. Again, I'm hoping I can get filmed here soon. After I get done with this video, I'm going to go through all my receipts again for Christmas and calculate it up and then handle unstuffing this if I still have time, if my daughter will let me continue to film, because she's getting a little antsy right now. My younger daughter's up napping, so that's what's coming up on my channel here soon. So I appreciate you if you've made it to the end. If you have made it all the way this far, go ahead and drop me a comment down below. Let me know what is it that you're looking forward to next year. Do you have any major goals or anything like that? So until next time, see you guys later. Bye guys.